If you want to be more efficient and effective while running your business with more inner peace, then working on the core of your issues instead of putting on a band-aid is vital. Welcome to the Business Brain Podcast.
I'm your host, Esty Rapport, and here to help you improve your 28 cognitive functions, the 28 things that make up thinking. In each episode, we'll discuss a real-life challenge, why you might be struggling with it, and give you practical strategies so all areas of your life will improve.
Emily was a boss everyone was crazy over. She loved her employees like family, pushed them to grow, and was there for them in the hardest of times. The problem was Emily was all over the place. Her desk, her office, how documents were saved on the computer, all of it. It was not just affecting her, it was getting in the way of her employees being able to do the work. They brought in a professional organizer to help with the whole place, but in 2 weeks, it was back to its original mess. By improving the core issue, Emily not only wanted to keep things organized, it now happened all so easily. If you're experiencing something similar, I'm here to tell you, you do not have to struggle forever. In this episode 484 of the Business Brain Podcast, I'm going to share with you the exact steps of what you can do to have your own transformation. But first, if you're looking for specific exercises to improve specific thinking skills, I've got you. Your essential guide to cognitive functions is super easy to understand, super easy to implement resource on each of the thinking skills. You'll get a better understanding of where these thinking skills are showing up in your life and ways to improve them. Snag your copy for $97 at lifefixuniversity.com/guide. While you are doing any task, you, without even realizing it, are using your 28 thinking skills. And the thinking skills you need to use are strong. Doing the task happens easily. Thinking skill you need to use is weak. Doing the task will be a challenge. The struggle that Emily had came from a weak thinking skill of categorizations. The thing about categorizations is that we think we know how to categorize, and on a basic, concrete level, we do. Yet, when it comes to categorizing more abstract concepts, we get lost really quickly because we don't think about what we're doing when it's easy. The important thing you need to understand about categorizations is that there is no one right, perfect way to categorize. It's about understanding your goal in the situation and categorizing accordingly. For example, if you're making a party for adults and kids, even though you want it to look aesthetically pleasing, you may be organizing all the kids' food in one place so that way they don't get their sticky hands into the adult food. However, if the party is only for adults, the goal of your setup may be different. Or another example, if you're categorizing your documents for yourself, it may be different than if you're categorizing it for other people. There's no right way. It depends on what your goal is. Here are 3 things we did with Emily to help her improve categorizations so that way organization can be something that happens easily. Number 1, before organizing anything, whether it's her task or saving documents, always asking yourself, what is the goal here? The clearer you get on the goal, the easier categorizations and organization will be, because then making the decisions and figuring out what to do every step of the way is right there based on your goal. Number 2, for 5 minutes a day, I had her walk around her home, picking up an item and saying any category she thinks this could go under. For example, a black rain boot can go under the category of footwear, rubber, black, etc. This helps shows your brain that one item can go under many categories, and that way it's currently organized may not be the best way for this situation. Number 3, I had Emily create different hypothetical hierarchies in her business. This could be staffing, breakdown of a task, documents saved of her computer. What would be in a hypothetical situation and how she would organize this information. All this uses the categorization on a more abstract level. When you're talking about breaking down tasks, it's different than just planning for a party. By starting out with what's the goal, you have the information to make this subcategories to create the clear hierarchies. Bonus, in each one of these areas, I made her do it a few times. So if she was creating a hypothetical hierarchy of her staffing, there's 3 different ways with 3 different goals on what it would be. If your brain is struggling with organization, there's a good chance it's because you're struggling with categorization. No matter what tips or hacks you try to use, it just won't seem to work with you because the foundation of organization is categorization. And if that is a challenge for your brain, organization will be a challenge for your brain. Solve the root issue of categorization, and then organization happens naturally. Challenge this week is that before you organize anything, is to ask yourself, what is the goal here? Bonus, if you can take 5 minutes a day to pick up an item and see what category it's in, or go up a level and create hypothetical hierarchies on abstract concepts. It will take time. You might find your brain hurting from doing it for a bit, but afterwards it will become easy and happen naturally. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye for now.
That's all for this episode of the Business Brain Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please share it with 2 of your business friends so they too can gain from it, and you'll be helping us reach our goal of 1 million downloads by the end of 2025. Cheers to peak brain performance.